my microphone is far away. Also, I'm really short. Why am I so short? Did my chair sink? Sometimes the chair sinks a bit. Also, I was extremely slouching because I just downloaded Pokemon Champions. I've been watching it a little. I think it's on Switch 1, but I have so little space on my Switch 1 that I don't really play any games on it that aren't on disc. I should just free up space. That would be the responsible thing to do. But I just played it on mobile because I think it came out on mobile a week ago or something. And somehow that to me feels a little bit lower investment than playing it on Switch. I am going to do well, first let me announce that I'm live. Live meow. Because of cats. You got cats. Meow. I'm gonna do a little thing here. Let's do a game duel. Let's do a game duel. I do have audio. Oh, let me play some music. I don't know. Great Ace Attorney. Oh shit. I just remembered I gotta change the stream title. It's Ghost Rick 9. And it's no longer Investigations. It's now what's the Ghost Rick Phantom Attorney? It's Great Ghost Rick. Great Ace Attorney. The second one's Resolve? I think Resolve is number 2. Yeah. What's the first one called? What's the Chronicles? Chronicles? Adventures. Adventures. Okay. The second one's Resolve. The first one's Adventures. Phantom Attorney Adventures. Ghost Adventures. Obviously, it's Ghost Adventures. That's a terrible title, but we're gonna rock with it. And then what I was going to do was Great Ace Attorney OST. You know, I played both of these games and I generally liked them, but I remember so little about them. I feel like I owe...
Doug Jr.!
You don't get free ad revenue from me, Doug. Yeah, I don't remember very much about them. And I think, honestly, although I like they're good and all that, but nothing has quite hit on the level of the original Phoenix Wright trilogy for me. And I think it has a lot to do with how the other games since then, including Investigations, have, to me, much slower paces. Maybe it's all in my head. This is obviously Need for Speed Underground. Undercover. It's obviously Burnout. Paradise. It's Tokyo Drift. Yeah, I get it. There's a car. Come on. Racing. Yeah, the Italian one, obviously. I just don't know enough racing games to know what this is. It's not in this... whoops. Daigakuten Saiban. I don't know. What's... Gran Turismo? Oh, mid! Mid? Could be Battle of Midway. I don't think that's what it is. This could be any one of these. Probably Midtown Madness. Nope, it's Midnight Club Street Racing. Hey, I think when I typed in mid, I didn't see street racing, did I? I might have seen Midnight Club. I don't think I saw street racing. Hold on. Oh, I did. I did. I just scanned over. It. Okay, what is this? This is artwork. We got some guns. That could be a giant robot. Could be a giant robot. But I'm not so sure of that. That like kind of looks like a warthog or something, so I'm gonna guess like a Halo. There's hands there. Hi, Sam. Yo. How are you, Sam? I'm just warming up 04. That would be critical knowledge if I knew anything about. It looks like a walker suit. No idea. I'm just gonna skip it. I gotta hold this kid. What in the world? Armored core. It is a giant robot, but it's not armored core. And these don't look like demi-bardings. So I don't even know what it is. Getting ready to make yourself a rat dinner. Well, that's good. Enjoy your rat dinner. I had rat dinner a little while ago. I'm doing okay. I'm pretty stressed right now, but it's not with like urgent stuff. It's like long-term stress. So, which isn't better, but it is like, at least I can distract myself without feeling guilty about it. Or not guilty, but like feeling like I'm wasting my time or something. I don't know. I have actually no idea what this is. Ah, the T. Robot. Lost Planet. Extreme Conditioning. I never heard of it. Legs? Legs? This is a character. And this kind of looks like a Pokemon art style. Who's the, the other leg is kind of weird, but this is... It's definitely at least a singular leg, but this looks like it's either the shadow of this leg or the second leg, like, positioned behind, right? It's Maxie from Pokemon. There's no Pokemon characters. Lysander is who I was thinking of. Oh, I was right. I was trying to remember his name. That's why I was typing in Maxie, because he's the other red Pokemon man. But I did recognize him. Some part of me recognized him. I've never played this game. But I think he's the villain of the game that Griffin McElroy did the Nuzlocke of. Was that Pokemon Y? I think that was Pokemon Y. And I watched that video years ago, or that series years and years ago. Toys Ranger sequel. Buzz Lightyear 2. Easy. You just gave away the whole thing. Toys Ranger 2. Come on. Easy. Great Ace Attorney. It is a single player game. It is either first person, third person, or text. It is not Capcom. And it is between 2010 and 2014. There's no comedy, no drama, no mystery. It's on a platform. There is adventure elements. Let's say Link Between Worlds. No, that's not first person or third person though. Let's try. Link's crossbow training. It's definitely not that. Could be. Let me just try like BioShock Infinite. Okay. Even earlier. Adventure is probably the thing that was correct. I didn't realize BioShock Infinite came out on the Switch. I was trying to rule some of these out. I admit I was trying to rule some of these out. Fantasy, action, horror, science fiction. Not first person though, that's good. Let's do Skyward Sword. Okay, I think this means it's got to be 2010, maybe 2009. Third person is right. It is either published or developed by Nintendo. And it has a Wii port. Action, adventure, sci-fi is still possible, but the way action and fantasy carry over make me think it's probably action fantasy. Third person action fantasy. Published by Nintendo. Adventure game. 2010. Pikmin 2. Action fantasy adventure published by Nintendo. Third person, but it's only third person. There can be no non-third person elements. What came out in 2010? That was before Skyrim. I didn't even know they made games back then. Bayonetta. Okay, that was 2009. In-house engine third person, though. I was right about that, and it is not... was not published by Nintendo. It is not a hack and slash game. Fantasy action does seem like the right neighborhood. What else could it be? 2010. Where was I in 2010? There are only 2 acknowledged time periods before Skyrim and after Skyrim. That's really living back in the, you know, in the BS era. This game came out in the year 1 BS. I'm trying to think of like games that I know are published by Nintendo, but that era of my life is just so like what came out back then. Assassin's Creed, Brotherhood. Yes, it was the right year. I knew that wasn't going to be it because it's not published by Nintendo and it has multiplayer. But I'm just trying to get some data, you know? It's not for PC or PlayStation or Xbox. So the commonality here is Switch, Wii U, Switch. All of them have at least a Switch, except for this, which has Wii U. So this is my guess. It's got to be multi-platform Wii and Switch, if not also Wii U. But I don't think 2010, it couldn't have been native to the Wii U. So Skyward Sword has a Switch port. So that's weird. But, what's a game on the Switch? It's amazing how little that helps. Like, I feel like I've got so much data. I'll use a clue. It is an adventure RPG. Oh my god, I couldn't have guessed. Like, everything I was thinking of was just adventure RPGs. But that's okay. We know it's nothing else. It's an adventure RPG from the year 2010. Published by Nintendo. Most likely published by Nintendo. Could it be Xenoblade Chronicles? That it could be. Let's go. I didn't know what year this came out. I've never played a Xenoblade game, and I don't think I had probably heard of it until the Smash Brothers Shulk representation. But I probably could have gotten that earlier with a little bit of smart thinking. All right, let's get into the game. Let's play some ghost tricks on some ghost people. I could conceivably finish the game tonight, but I'm not planning to. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna do like a big push to, 4-hour stream to finish it. It's just gonna be like, if somehow these last couple chapters go really fast, that's great. Now, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's 16 and 17 are all that's left, so I think there may be like a chapter 18. It's not entirely clear to me. Let's get ghosting. Going ghost. 4:19 a.m. Chapter 16. Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. Every chapter starts with a phone ring. There's a lot of phones in this game. Oh, fucking Yoda again. Man, okay. Hello? That was not even really Yoda. And this is Jowd. Rick, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you. What the fuck? Okay. Oh yeah, the control room. That's what this is. Better get going. You would. Drawing to an end, this long night is. Yeah, looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight. The one who should be thanking you, I am. Alright, hopefully he never speaks again. At the other end of the phone line, I could hear the rattlesnake shaking in his invitation. I'm finally gonna find all my answers. I'd better go. Jack in. Mega Man execute. A single telephone line connects me and the other Rick. But that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fates of many people. And I just reached the center of the web. Incidentally, that's at the bottom of the sea. There's a hole at the bottom of the sea. There's a boat at the bottom of the sea. Red light. Welcome to the Unoa. Detective Jowd. Oh, it's Gromus. My detective sense must have gotten rusty with my big Columbo jacket. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. He was Darth Vader, right? Yeah. I mean, he's gone through a couple changes over the game, but we learned last time that his master's name was Sith. That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Jowd. I used your phone. Hope you don't mind. Egad, never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate. And I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation. A submarine, eh? How the fuck did he get here? But how did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew where the Unoa was going to surface, confound it. We detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals. What does this have to do with that? But did he follow Ghost Rick? The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it. Why? I have a little something for you. It's a P-Watch. Cabanilla has given me some pretty weird presents in the past, but they always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver made to look like a watch. That's what I call pocket watches. Yes, Inspector Cabanilla. I hear he's an excellent investigator. By the way, where is that man in red? I know he's on this submarine somewhere. Rick, you mean? He's right behind me, isn't he? You! You can relax. That is nothing but his shell. His shell, eh? His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely right about now. He's controlling your daughter. Please, I beg you, let my daughter go. If you need a hostage, take me. Just please let her go. Bah! There's something our nation needs. Rick has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Rick has underestimated us. Don't underestimate the power of the blue guys. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? Oh! Oh, I thought that was about to, like, grab him. What? Our nation has already researched it. This product that Rick has to offer. The source of his powers. Is it a Kismet rock? I mean, a Temsik rock? Was that pod? Was that capsule transparent? Or did they... What in the world was that? The Temsik fragment. It gives spirits special powers. And now our deal with Rick is concluded as far as we're concerned. What are you talking about? Tisk tisk. What a mistake to make right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jowd. Farewell. Whoa. What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Jowd, where did he go? I probably could have been helping instead of just watching that. Where do I go now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be around here somewhere. I smell danger. I better find them. And fast. Gotta go fast. Oh. So you're here, huh? It's Mick. Yes, I think even I remember who you are by now. What do you suppose that shark was a minute ago? I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog. Well, with my loss of memory, I can't say I'm much better. Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Len and Miss Camilla. Do you think that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out? I'm sorry to say, I don't think it can. Why did I even bother to ask? But you do have the power to swap objects, so let's find that lady detective and the little lady together. You got it. A phone. The telephone is ringing. Wow. It's Miss Camilla, I just know it. My trusty nose is practically screaming it at me. I think you'd call that more of a hunch. Anyway, let's get to that phone before it stops ringing. You bet. Okay. Well, let me... Oh, shit. Where even is it? Hello? Hello, Miss Camilla? Hello? Oh, hello, Yellow. It's no use. This black hello just doesn't like me. Just create a path for me, Missile. I'll come right over. Okay. Okay, how do I do that? Let's find out. I can swap basketballs. Can I swap things that Rick is in? No. That black hello is calling out to us. Black hello? Oh, you mean the telephone? So I always feel like I could actually talk to Miss Camila now. It just might be one of the perks of being dead. Anyway, let's get to that phone before the line goes dead. You bet. Okay, well. Same, but different. Let's see. Ah, I see. Oh, come on. Well, that should actually pick up the phone. I think I just heard another little explosion in the distance. I got a bad feeling about this. Rick, look. That black hello it came off the hook. Uh-oh, I better answer it fast. Oh my god, just move, dog, please. Hello? Is anybody there? It's her, the little lady. It's Rick. Where are you? Somebody please answer. I guess she can't hear my voice. You too, huh? Oh good, I thought she was ignoring me. Somebody help me. Lynn is... She said Lynn. Miss Lynn. We better hurry. Let's go, Rick. Go there. Yeah, I had a feeling. It's no use. Nobody's answering. Miss Camila and Miss Lynn. Oh, poor Miss Lynn. Yeah, she can't seem to catch a break. Looks like another tragedy has happened. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady. Ricky! I knew you'd come. Miss Camila! And Mick, too. I'm so glad to see you're alright. Well, I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly. Hey, wait a minute. Mick, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before. What? My voice? That's right. Camila has a core now, so that means she did hear Mick's voice before, when he saved her that time. So that was you, wasn't it, Mick? You're the one who saved me in that park tonight. Thank you. That's okay. I was a leaf. Miss Camila, I'm so glad I was born your little doggy. Hey, Mick, could you stay here and watch over your mistress for a while? Huh? But don't you need my powers? I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you, Mick. It was really hard for me when everyone just decided that you're to change your name. I wonder what happened this time. I better talk to the little lady a little more. And then, I better do something about the detective lady. His signature not calling anybody by name gets a lot more complicated when there are multiple ladies involved. Can I talk to you a minute? Yes, Ricky? Could you tell me what happened to you? You were in the box. What happened after I last saw you at your old house? Oh, let's see. After that, I think I fell asleep. Oh, she just made me yawn. I woke up to the sound of an engine. So she was already in the submarine by then, eh? I thought to myself, I have to escape. The next thing I knew, I found myself in this big room. I was so tired I couldn't move. And then... Camila! I was so relieved. I don't remember what happened after that. She must have passed out, the poor thing. But one thing led to another. And when I came to, I was holding Lynn's head underwater. You've been through so much. You were very brave. I think Lynn's probably been through more than me. You've both been brave. I cannot reach. I will turn the wheel. Oh, Rick, you're here. Lynn, what in the world happened here? I don't know. Huh? I just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know in that case. And where's Detective Jowd? Is he alright? I don't know. Excuse me. Huh? The room he was in just disappeared all of a sudden. Now it's all making even less sense than before. After we left the super's office, we followed after the man in red. We tracked him with that radio transmitter Inspector Cabanela fired into him with the bullet. The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Jowd and I managed to secretly stow away on this boat, and then we sneaked onto the submarine with it when it surfaced. Personally, I prefer snuck. I know they're both acceptable spellings, but sneaked always just looks wrong to me. You have to start thinking about things so close-mindedly. Before long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Jowd and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line and I would look for Camila. I found Camila hiding here in the engine room. She'd escaped and run away here. Snucked. Well, that's not right. That's a stenank. Wow, that's quite an adventure. What happened next? I don't know. Huh? There was a flash of white all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. Oh boy. Sounds like it'd be quicker to see for myself. We were gonna do that anyway. We've got to undo our past stenanks. The Yonoa engine room. Camila, are you okay? Whoa. Camila? Hello, Lynn. Wait, I guess I should do her voice because it's her body speaking. Hello, Lynn. Or is it Detective now? It's been 10 years since we last met. Are you really that man from that park 10 years ago? Well, I see there's no need to introduce myself. Give Camila back. She has nothing to do with any of this. I'm afraid I can't do that. This is my last chance. The phone is ringing. It's not for me. Nobody ever calls the dead. That gun is too big for you and you're not even holding it right. The fact that you're here means that my revenge plan has failed. Revenge plan? It didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution. Well, knowing him, I half expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up. Wouldn't it be just what he wanted? To be executed by his own daughter? I heard about 10 years ago. I feel sorry about what happened to you. Revenge? Nobody could possibly know. But I've... Uh-oh! What in the world? An explosion? Uh-oh. I've got a bad feeling about this, R2. Have I been had? Look out! Revenge, huh? That's a feeling I just can't understand. Of course not. You're not him. She's right. I'm not him, am I? But then who am I? He was going to shoot Detective Jowd as Camilla when he came to rescue her. It's just too horrible. Anyway, let's bring you back to life again. You didn't have to add that again part. You could have just sung the song. Okay. It's trick time. And I can't go anywhere. So let's see. The cause of death this time is that mysterious explosion. You're pretty up for a dead woman. You know how detectives love a good mystery? It's like a shot of vitamins. And what do you mean for a dead woman? Anyway, I'm sorry, I just didn't know you were British. I guess we should look for a way to stop that explosion. Alright, let's do this thing. Finding clues is like a dose of minerals to a detective. I'm afraid with my memory loss, I have no idea what vitamins or minerals are. Are you okay? Dear sir or madam, are you alright? Do you need medical resistance? Okay, it's been 10 years. Okay, she's gotta get a little closer with the gun. And then they both reached for the gun. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both reached for the gun. I'm pressing the button, let me move. The gun, the gun, the gun, the gun, oh yes, they both reached for the gun, for the gun. It's no use, I can't get the line to work. That's funny. I thought I could use the phone in the past if somebody was calling. What are you talking about? The receiver has to be off the hook first, silly. Damn it. Well, don't look at me. I can't do it. I don't have hands or feet right now. Somebody, please answer the phone. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself. Okay. The wheels are turning. Hey, we somehow managed to knock down the receiver. Somehow managed? Who's to say that's not how I planned it? Come on, hurry. Now's your chance to get on the phone. It might be Detective Jowd. She's right. I better check it out.
Hello? Anybody there? If anybody's still there, get yourself out here on the double. We're about to head out. Speak up. Why don't you answer? Anyway, come if you're coming. We're leaving.
You go. So what? Maybe I should give this guy a different voice if he's going to talk more than 2 lines. What if he's from New Zealand? So it must be true what they say, that there are restless ghosts on board. Or something like that. I don't know. That does it. I promise to turn over a new leaf, Mum. This is not a good New Zealand. I don't even know really how to do a New Zealand accent. Aside from like certain words that are very distinctive. Oh, good. Thank God. Thank God. Saved. Who is he calling restless ghosts? Nar. Well, it's true. Well, it's true. Neither one of us is really resting in peace. Anyway, looks like the sub just lost one of its crew. I guess that means the fate of this slub has changed slightly. Thank goodness. Rick has underestimated us. Oh, we're back here now. We're in the past, but we're in a different place in the past than we were. It's Detective Jowd. What's going on there? I saw this little deal go down once before. In just a moment, the man in red is about to get his Temsic fragment taken away. Unless I can stop him. But this time I don't have I don't get it. What's happening? They decided to conclude the deal without the other party present. They're just gonna go ahead and steal the Temsic fragment. Huh? But that's cheating! I think we have more important things to worry about, to think about right now. Where's the Temsic fragment going to go? Did I just get myself stuck? I think I did. Fuck. I mean... Wait, actually... It's here! Dialing the telephone is not gonna do any good. I think I gotta follow this. Boing! What the fuck? They're packed in there like a can of sardines. My glorious rock. The Temsic fragment. You're mine at last. I'm probably in the fucking capsule. And he's just gonna leave without me doing anything. The objective has been achieved. It's like a clown car, for real. I thought these guys would be more expendable than that, but they're treating them like clowns. Now we detach the control room as planned. Yes, sir. Farewell, sir. Rick, what just happened? The whole room just disappeared with Detective Jowd in it. I told you that's what happened. Don't worry, man. I bet Detective Jowd can take care of himself. He's probably having a cool Obi-Wan fight right now with Gromis. The main thing right now is resculating you and the little lady. I can't believe this is happening. Now then, I'd better hurry late along. Before Rick discoverfies what he's lost and comes after me. The Yonoa will be his coffin. May it lie buried here in the deep sea forever. Farewell, Rick. Go with him, just to see.
Wow, great view. Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, me too. Aha! So that's the cause of the giant explosion. Huh? What is? Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. That torpedo. It's like, well, you've heard of a Mick before, haven't you? Yeah, sure, like the dog. But a different Mick comes to mind more readily. It looks like he plans to sink the submarine with that thing. This is not good. We have to do something before that torpedo is fired. Well, fuck. Well, fuck me then, huh? You can't let it launch. Well, what can we do? Let's just get to the torpedo as fast as we can. Maybe we can find a way to stop it somehow. Somehow. True detective never gives up. Well, we certainly can't just ignore it. Alright, we're on the Mick. There's no time, it's gonna launch. Don't worry, we can still find a way to stop it. What? How? Even if the Mick does launch, we just have to stop it from detonating, right? There's still something we can do. I hope. We have to defuse the bomb. Why was the I hope at the end of the strongest part? Why was the I hope at the end the strongest part of that sentence? And why was the syntax of my sentence so unusual? Okay, here goes. What? How convenient for us that there was a rat aboard the missile. We need our rat jams. I came along for the ride without giving it too much thought. But was this really the best move? We're rat dancing. Rat jamming. I think so. We just have to keep it from going off, right? I'm sure this poor little rat will thank us too. How in the world did it get in here? Alright, well, this is the first and only time that we've been able to zoom in. Why couldn't we do this when the goddamn bullet was firing, so that I could actually see the shape of the bullet? That rat built the missile with its own two paws. You mean the Mick. They're called Micks, Sam, not missiles. I think these outside parts are supposed to be weights of some sort. The spinning black things, right? Apparently their spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. I mean the Mick. The Mick, of course, the Mick. They must be pretty heavy. I wonder if we can use these weights to our advantage somehow. Stop the gyroscope. Do you know how a Mick works? No, I can't say I do. Wow, detectives sure know a lot. I saw it explained once in a book. Mick Foley, yeah. Foley is God. Mrs. Foley's baby boy. On impact, the fuse in the tip is depressed. That in turn sets off the detonator. The detonator, huh? That must be that red button. So how do we stop it? They didn't explain anything about that in the book. Wow, detectives sure know a lot. Or not. Okay, well, let me just see what I'm working with. We can operate the joint. A red button. Press it. This is probably the detonator. Yeah, mash that red button. Hey, don't press it! The torpedo will explode. Yeah, but it'll explode far away from the sub, which is what we want. Uh-oh, better be careful. But you know, there should be a safety device around here somewhere. Safety device, huh? That sounds promising. You have to put the safety on before this thing blows up. Okay, I can stop the gyros. But not for very long. Let me operate the joint. Oh, I squished him. Huh. This looks like just the thing. If we clamp this thing on the fuse, it should keep it from moving. So what does that mean exactly? It means we might be able to stop the torpedo from exploding with this. I have to admit, I don't understand all the details, but I do want to give it a try. But before we do that, looks like we have to get something out of the way first, huh? Uh-oh. How to move a rat? Like this, obviously. Squeak, 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 squeak. Great, we've dumped the little creature off. Wow, those weights were heavy enough to turn the whole torpedo over. Now for that safety device. Yeah, you called it a torpedo again. I thought this was called a MIC. There, we've clamped the safety device on. We did it! That should keep this MIC from exploding. But there's just one problem. Problem? What's that? The torpedo is still going to impact. We can't do anything about that. Uh-oh. It'll be fine. What's one measly torpedo gonna do? What was that noise? Looks like the MIC still hit the submarine. But it looks like the submarine is still okay. This changes everybody's fate, including the little rats. Don't call Camila that. She's got a name, Lynn. Rick, we did it! Fate averted. What's the matter? You still look unhappy. We stopped the MIC from blowing up, but we still opened up a gaping hole in the submarine. You're right. I guess that's just what MICs do. They're unstoppable. Huh? Am I hearing things? Anyway, I guess we'd better go get back to the present as quickly as we can. Right. I'm worried about Camila. I'm worried about that little rat. We managed to stop death for now, but it hasn't disappeared altogether. It's now slowly but surely filling the room. Hey, don't call me Shirley. Uh-oh. The water is seeping through the hole where the torpedo hit. How did the torpedo hit with enough force that it completely caved in the exterior of a submarine without appearing to take any structural damage whatsoever? It's not even sharp. Like, you'd think it would have blunted itself, you know? Water is seeping through the hole where the torpedo hit. I've got to get them out of here. I better go meet up with Lynn. Starter to operate. There's a wheel, and a thing. A balancer. Can I reach you? Yes, I can reach the medium fan. Each of the 3 machines is equipped with a fan. Now that I take a closer look, it appears that there are 2 sizes of fan. The lights went out, but this machine apparently still works. Is it a bilge pump? I sure hope it's a bilge pump. Unfortunately, I guess it won't run for very long. Maybe I can use its movements to help me create a path. I better hurry over to Lynn. It's not safe to stay here, and I just don't have the power to stop that water from coming in. Oh, please go up again one more time. Please, thank you. Oh, just made it. This is a small fan. What a cute little fan. It must be connected to one of those big machines. What a pipe. What a big pipe. It must be connected to the pipe. Looks like a pipe. It's made out of glass. I see a lot of cracks in the glass. I can't fix them, but I guess I don't have to. Rising. Lynn. Camila, you're awake. How do you feel? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I pointed that gun at you. Don't worry about that. That wasn't you. Miss Camila! Oh, Mick, you're here. Oh, poor Miss Camila. Miss Lynn, what should we do? We have to get out of here before any more water comes in. Rick should be along any second. I knew Ricky would come. And Mickey's here too. I'm so happy everybody's going to be with me now. Camila! Miss Camila! I'll get you out of here. Yosh! If it's the last thing I do. Oh, I think I'm going to cry. Or whimper, as the case may be. I'd better send a signal to Lynn that I'm here, before it's too late. Can't she just hear you? She had dialogue that I just missed. Oh well. Oh, look at that flashlight. It's Rick. He's here. Up you go. Yosh. I'm glad you're here, Rick. Sorry for the wait. It looks like this room is going to fill up with water fast. We'd better go out that door as quickly as we can. We won't be getting out of that door, I'm afraid. The water pressure's too great already. I can't open it. Don't they design submarines with this exact problem in mind? That's why it's a valve. What? What does water pressure mean? Think of it as the force of the water holding the door closed. The water level keeps getting higher and higher in here. So the only way out of here is up, huh? Yeah, what's... The only way... You're not quite right. The only way out of here is up, dog. Huh? What's up, dog? Rick would be so easy to get. Because he doesn't know what anything is. So he's always just repeating. What's water pressure? What's a torpedo? What's Mick? What's up, dog? Okay, I got it. Let's look for a path that goes up, like perhaps those ladders right there. Hey, look at that ladder. I wonder if we can get it down somehow. Actually, that's a step ladder. That's not a step ladder. This one's actually a ladder. That's why they're not arguing about it. Good idea. Let's try it. Oh, and by the way, yes, that's a step ladder. I can't swim. Neither can Camila. Don't you have any good news for me? Let me think about it. In the meantime, could you hurry, please? Well, can you fucking hold me somewhere useful? Yeah, of course, the glove. All part of my plan. Why is it hooked on the chain? Okay, there. There's a door here too, but it's stuck or something. I can't open it. I'll leave it to your superhuman strength, detective. So I was thinking that the fuse box would have some kind of interaction with the chain when it opened. but it does not appear like that is the case. Definitely not closing it. Seemingly not opening it either. I think the fuse box has nothing to do with this, I'm guessing. That seems like it's for getting to the door after the chain is moved. What else can I do? Blow some steam. What do I do? There is not very much for me to work with here. I can't even make the glove move again. Oh. I thought I tried that. I thought I tried that already. You did it, Rick! Thanks! That took a weirdly long amount of time, though. It seemed like it was really simple, like you just had to go to the switch. Watch your back, watch your back. Eek! That's why you hold the handrails. What was that? Looks like water seeping in isn't the only thing we have to worry about. Huh? Rick, the flashlight doesn't work anymore. Hey, don't get mad at me. Maybe the contacts are bad or something. Hey, I know, you can fix it with your powers. Okay, now that's just taking things too far. Just shrink down to the size of a rat. Okay. I mean, I guess I can do that now. Oh, hey, great. Did you used to be an electrician in your past life or something? I think we've established that I used to be a criminal. I guess the criminal can be an electrician. That's a cruel question considering the circumstances. Now all we have to do is open the door. Is to get to that door and we're safe. Eek! Again? Brother. Oh, brother. You could have just done it without yapping about it. Oh, jeez. Yikes! Okay. Maybe you should, like, die so that I can go backwards and stop the second explosion? I don't know. What happened now? Looks like the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs. Submarines don't have legs, Rick. I can't believe we're still okay after that fall. Either we're really lucky or we're dead and we just haven't realized it yet. Come on now, as if the latter could be true. Speaking of ladders... Uh-oh! What now? The water sure is rising fast. Come on. All we have to do is climb up to the door. Let's see how much I can help with my ghost Ricks. It's Rickin' time. Well, well, well. I think I see a familiar flame over there. I knew the fans were gonna come up. Rick, there you are. How's it going? How's it going? I'd say it was going pretty badly. You do understand how dangerous this situation is, don't you? Of course. After all, just ask anybody who knows me how much I hate taking a bath. He's been in danger of drowning before himself. Okay, ready to create a path for these ladies? Of course. Alright, this isn't gonna go great, but what do I gotta work with here? I got all these orbs. Most importantly, I have the fans. And I can swap. If I get them on one pipe, I can swap the pipes. I don't even know what I'm doing. Every time Mick is on screen, you become a little bit happier. Mick's very fun. I understand why the dog is such a beloved character. Okay, there's no way I can reach that, right? Yeah, I'm just completely useless here. For now. But maybe not. Can't reach. There are several wheels, but none of them are close enough for me to do anything with. The hook! Okay. I mean, does this do anything? Not really. Does not seem to have any difference. So, I think probably what I have to do, I mean, I'm just going to get ready to change these fans around, but I think I just have to wait for the water to rise a little bit here. Oh yeah, thanks. Start jumping. These pistons sticking out right in front of me. It's almost like they're taunting me. Maybe it's a challenge. It might be just that. Think you can climb them? I think I know how I do it. If I wasn't holding Camila, I could probably do it easily. Rick, you're not telling Miss Liz to leave poor Miss Camila behind, are you? Could you just be quiet for a minute, Mick? Those pistons sure do look like they could be used to our advantage. I gotta go large, medium, small. Which means go like this. Let me get the big one back. And then like so, and then like so. I think this is the way. There, how about that? Wow, this is great. You made a staircase for me. Better hurry, I don't think that water is gonna wait for you. Watch out for the steam blowing on the back of your neck. I was really hoping that would buy me a little time. Ouch! Okay. Now this steam is getting in the way. It's too hot to get through. What? Don't you have like an alternative? Like the Epic Games Store or GOG? GOG Galaxy? And there's no way to go around either. We just have to use Steam. Think you could do something? Of course we can. We have to. Obviously, the dog is going to do most of the work here. Oh, fuck. Bro might be stuck down there. We'll see. I had to wait the long way. But it did look like some of these pipes... Look at this. If I swap the pipes, it changes how the steam comes out, huh? Oh, I get it, because the cracks in each pipe are different, right? And yet, we're still able to swap them. So each pipe sprays out the steam in a different way, eh? I bet that'll come in handy. Something like that. Bro's got to get a move on. Because I actually don't think. Please! Thank you. I'm trying! Here comes that water again. Oh, I wish I could drink it all up for you. No, Mick, it's too salty! I think the more relevant point is that he's dead, so he can't drink it. And also, that's a lot of fucking water, even if you were alive, and if it were fresh water, you can't drink all of that. Whatever, just do something about the steam. Leave it to me, Miss Lynn. Thanks, Missile. I'm here too, by the way. Look, I can turn this wheel. So by closing this valve, I've shut off the pipe flow to that first, the steam flow to that first pipe. Okay, so, like, you can walk here, and that one is turned off. Does this do me any good? No. Certainly not. Ah, fuck. I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking for. Lower the hook. Now I just need somehow... Oh no! The water's getting really close now. Not that I can see all that well with all this steam here. Mick will switch the pipes around so you can get across. That's right. Don't give up, Miss Lynn. My back is really starting to hurt. I got it, I got it. Don't worry about it, because I has the solution. Go! There, how does that look? It looks great. All that horrible steam is cleared out of the way. Okay, it's not far now. Try to move forward. Ouch. Oh, broken glass, broken glass, broken glass, broken glass. I'm hitting a new Homestar record today. I know I did a lot of voices from Homestar, but I think I'm quoting it a lot more today. Alright, now this is what I'm talking about. Yep. Upsy daisy. Okay, raise away. Whoa! How convenient that it only started rising after we were out of the way. I see another valve. Sorry, I can't do it. Open it. Hurry. Is that any way to ask for something? Okay. I see... Oh, fuck. I'm stuck. It's no use. I can't budge it. It must be stuck. Oh, no. No! This way.
Oh my god, it's a fucking giant snake.
What is rising? She's turned the winds against us. She turned the winds against me. And the water is rising. And the steel is heavier than feathers. She's turned the winds against us. What just happened? I can't believe my eyes. Lynn and the little lady suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater. Seawater! It's a little Tales of Symphonia reference. It's not even a reference, it's just how Rodile says the word seawater. The submarine continues to sink down into the deep, deep sea. I still want to try and make my way up as far as possible. I still want to head up to find a single ray of light, like ray, light to illuminate the truth at the bottom of this deep, deep darkness. Oh, chapter 16 cleared. Okay, the question is, do I keep playing? Let me look up here. How many chapters in Ghost Trick? I thought so. There's 18 chapters. Okay, well, let me just not ask the AI, but I think... Let me get the actual real one. Yes, the final chapter. So there's actually 18, which means there's 2 left. So I don't think... Oh, it's such an awkward spot. A long stream could finish it tonight. I'll keep playing one more. And we're either going to be set up to have a short stream for the finale, or I don't know. Hell, maybe this chapter takes fucking forever. Chapter 17, 5:10 a.m. The upended submarine continues to sink slowly but surely. A long, long journey to the bottom of the sea, where our friend SpongeBob waits for you and me. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them, but at the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. My head is full of questions. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? It's a snake? Eek! Bro. It's Rick. I see you managed to survive, detective. Hey, you're... Excuse my appearance. I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? You knew about me all along? Of course. What else would explain all those natural things happening? If you knew, I left my body in my other pants. My other car's a ghost Rick. If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? And how come you decided to save us all of a sudden? I thought you wanted to get revenge on us. I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. Who in the world are you? Rick, look at you! What happened? I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. You can't remember who you are? That's right. I came all this way tonight trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight, I thought I was you, Rick. Rick? My name isn't Rick. I bet you'll remember really soon who you are and who I am too. What? The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind. A memory about to emerge. It's interesting because Sith, Emperor Sith called evil Rick. So if he's saying he's not Rick, that means the Emperor is mistaken about his identity. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. They got us good. It's all over for this submarine. Its engine room is destroyed. There's a hole in the hull and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had a deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. The Tempsic fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah, that meteorite's radiation stink cloud has two effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more. These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research, and I think I've kind of got some of it figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers, like possessing and manipulating objects, and in my case, swapping objects. Exactly. Apparently, there are individual differences in the powers we get, and it seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah, my powers have changed over these past 10 years. At first, I could only manipulate small, living creatures, like rats. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple. It is? How then? In a nutshell, we died while in contact with the Tempsic fragment? Yeah. We died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. It's radiation. That's what does it? Dying while being exposed to the radiation? On that day 10 years ago, Where's the plunger come in? A fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart, and I died. So of course, I received special powers. Hey, wait a minute. Is that how I got my powers too? You know, you might be right. Aren't the Temsic remnants still right there in that park at the bottom of the crater? You're right. So that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation too. Another effect of the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. So the fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite. One of the more characteristic one of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death. Ugh. This is also strange and confusing. I can't take it all in. It makes about as much sense to me as anything else. Yeah, strange and confusing. That just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. Objection! What do you mean? That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death. That explains why it would heal when they tried to autopsy it. What? My body's vital function stopped 10 years ago. My body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped, huh? So I just simply existed, not really alive and not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me, ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day, my hair hasn't grown an inch. Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with the scalpel. I remember that. So I guess as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow. Alright, let's talk about revenge. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives? As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate. Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping? It all went fine. I manipulated the justice minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. So that's why you wanted his daughter kidnapped. But they kidnapped the wrong girl. Little did I know, they had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Huh? Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temsic. Detective Jowd was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Revenge. Inspector Cavanilla and Yoda, they were slated to be wiped out too. And as it turns out, so was I. I was one of their targets as well. So they stole my Temsic fragment and here I am. They had one more final target. Yeah. You, Detective. Me? If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Okay. Yeah, that's the... How else do you respond to that? Like, fucking sorry I was walking in the park? But I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. Huh? 10 years later, and you'd become a detective looking into Jowd's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago, so of course you didn't recognize me. I took possession of you to make you shoot me. Oh, she was shaking. Okay. I kind of missed that little bit of character acting when I saw this the first time. That threw me off a lot, actually. Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. The aim was off, and the first shot missed the mark. Did we see 2 shots before? I can't remember. The junkyard was equipped with security cameras, and I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan, anyway. But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. I showed up. I was supposed to meet up with them after that. But then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. Aha, the inspector in white was responsible for that one. My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back no matter what. That inspector caused me no end of trouble. But why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temsik meteorite. Because you were looking into the Jowd case. They thought you would find out about Temsik sooner or later. And that's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is to wait for water pressure to crush this submarine. Oh no. There are no cores that link from here to the water's surface. I have an idea. We hook up the phone line and... There are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for this submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. You what? This feeling? Cut off from the world, all alone in a submarine? Sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless sea? This must be how you felt all along. Then...
Camilla!
Is it true? We're stuck here? What? Oh, If my dad... If my dad was here, I bet he'd come save us. I mean, he's somewhere out there in a little single-room submersible with Gromus and Rick's dead body. Oh, Camila, I'm so sorry. That's funny. Oh, sorry, that was me. That's funny. What is it, Rick? There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Temsic fragment and escape? If that's what they wanted. Why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea? That's a good question. We find that media... Fuck. That actually fits too good. If we find that media, we'll find Dr. Wowie. Dr. Wally. Dr. Wowie as Emperor Sith or whatever the fuck his name is. These seem to be energy resources, but I've never seen this type on Earth. We may be able to track the energy in the radar room. If we find that meteor, we'll find Dr. Wowie. We must recover all the energy immediately, Mega Man. But where is Dr. Wily? That's a good question. We may be able to track the energy in the... See, I'm just quoting it now. Like, once that gets into my head, it never goes away. That's a good question. But I guess it doesn't matter. Why now? We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Wait a minute. We may be able to track the energy with the radar room. Yes, we do. I have the radar right here. If we can find that meteor, we'll find Detective Jowd. That present from the inspector in white. That's right. Detective Jowd told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet is still in this person's body in the command room, right? And we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. But even if we find out where it is, how do we get there? We should be able to... I'm just about to make the same exact joke again. And then a smile comes on my face. I'm like, we should be able to track the energy from the radar room. We should be able to figure something out between the three of us. With our powers combined. Right, Miss Lynn? Right. Oh, and wait a minute. What about a Mick? A Mick? In any case, it's way too early to give up. It looks like Detective Jowd is our last hope. Come on, let's get started. Alright. What if I just fucking open this door and kill this all right now? Wouldn't that be hilarious? I will operate the control panel. Anybody want some grapes? Why is this machine shoving grapes at me? Well, this looks like the private cabin of the top officer, doesn't it? This machine is probably for feeding him grapes while he lies in bed. Oh, it sounds heavenly. You can't eat grapes, dude! No! I've been thinking about this for a while now, but don't you think that country's use of technology is just a little off? Says the guy who made a deal with said country. By the way, It's just kind of hitting me that now that I'm a little sperm, I'm blue too. Am I a blue guy? He can eat ghost grapes. If he eats grapes, he's gonna turn into a... He's gonna be even a deeper ghost. He's gonna be an extra layer of ghost. Dogs can't eat grapes. It kills them. And Mick's a tiny little dog. Even like one grape would probably do it. If a ghost dog eats ghost grapes, that ghost becomes a double ghost. Anyway, it looks like the arm of this machine is a bit busted. It keeps jerking around. I can go to the torpedo room or the engine room. Well, let's... Can we go to the radar room, please? The torpedo room, huh? There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out. Oh, I get it. You're going to use a Mick to ram the control room. Well, I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow Detective Jout up, but something like that. We'll climb up to the Mick room, too. Up is definitely safer. Okay, I'll see you there then. How'd you guys do that? It looks like the torpedoes, the Micks, can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be 1 more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to Micks, you can count on me. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. And I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use these switches now. Okay, let's try it. Good luck. This switch won't budge. Maybe it's broken? I don't think the entire device is broken though. It would probably work just fine if I could only move this switch. I'll have to find a way to move it somehow, but I can't do it with my powers alone. Yeah, I know how to do it, it just doesn't let me flip. I can't control the dog. What'll happen to these 2 ladies? I think that's up to us and our powers. It's Rick time. What? This is no time to be standing around unsure of ourselves. Will you lend me your strength, Mick? Me? Of course I will. Count on you. Okay, now I can switch. There we go. That torpedo looks... that Mick looks serviceable. All set on this end, too. But something's odd. What is? Command room. It looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened. I don't know, but I guess I'll find out. Right, okay. Hop into the Mick. I'll launch it for you. Okay, thanks. I've already set the Mick's course. It'll head towards the command room where Detective Jout is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room. Okay, got it. Was I supposed to do something in the engine room, by the way? I sure hope not. Then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. Okay, come on, Mick. Mick? I'm sorry. I can't go. What? I just can't. How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. I can't do it. Mick. I swapped the switches so the missile could be launched. The Mick. You'll have to do the rest, Rick. can't do it either. I can't ask Mick to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. I want you to go, Mick. What? But Miss Lynn? You staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Rick, you might be able to make something happen. That's our only hope. But what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never ever again. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that. I could overstand it, maybe. Don't worry, Mick. Miss Camilla. I just know you and Ricky can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other then. Don't worry. Miss Camilla! That's a good boy, Mick. Who's a good boy? Now, are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw this switch. We're ready. Mick, how long is a second? Rick? Yes? We never found out who you really were. But that doesn't matter now. All I know is I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. And I'm glad I met you, Detective. But we're gonna see each other again. Right, Ricky? Right, Mickey? Are you ready, Steve? Andy? Mick? That's right. We promised, little ladies. Of course we will. I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Here goes, then. All right, fellas, let's go! Good luck, friend. I couldn't pull that lever, but she... Okay. All right. I want to know what was going on in the engine room. These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light, of hope, reach this far down into the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. Come on. Get ready. Swap! Detective Jowd. I bet that big masked Darth Vader did this. I'm gonna bite him. You better not, you might break your teeth. Command room has lost power and is sinking. So I wonder what this masked man is gonna do. Let's talk to Detective Jowd. Sorry for the wait, Detective. Who are you? Are you Rick? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. How was Camilla? And what about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. I told Detective Jowd about everything that happened on the submarine, you know. It's not actually a long story. The submarine exploded. We managed to stop it, but it's still sinking. We need help. So the submarine is badly damaged. Why would he do that to his own submarine? I wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. Wait, why are you here? You? You followed us? I didn't even notice there were only 2 cores on the Mick. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd. And why do I look like a robot even in Ghost Zone? Are you Yomiel? So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? So that's your real name, huh? Yomio? That's right. But those people on the Yonoa were calling you Rick. That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? You let me ask you some questions. I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you. Right, Detective Jowd? Right. I think Yomil has probably got some kind of significance. But I'm going to call him Yorick, because it's like Rick but with Yo in front of it. Yorick. Alas, poor Yorick. Also, I might do something unprecedented. Since there's only one chapter left after this and I've got to do another stream, I might conclude this here. Not here. I'll probably do these couple dialogues, but I might end mid-chapter. Because I think I can... If I get to a point where it lets me save, I will, I will probably stop mid-chapter, and then we'll have like 1.5 chapters for the next stream. 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you? Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know. Seems like a decent stopping point. That's the feeling I'm getting. Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multi-dimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. That doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about. To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I'd never have thought, for the life of me, I'd ever have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. It's, as an academic, actually just as a graduate student, I had to do mandatory training on academic espionage. Like, we had to do a little training session of like how to protect this nation's research from falling into the hands of foreign operatives. I'm not joking. It's crazy. It's never come up for me. I don't know that class assists are really the target of this sort of thing. I think it's the sort of thing that probably like is relevant for certain engineering fields, and they just give every graduate student in the university a whole they make them all take the course just cuz. And then one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. So I'm trained to thwart spies, is what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right. I'm a professional counterintelligence agent. You might call me. Never mind. And then one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. Sort of COINTEL Pro. I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then the incident happened. Ah yes, the incident. He escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lynn as hostage. By the way, Detective Jowd, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yorick. Alas, the real motive for revenge. 10 years ago. My soul was split from my body, and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. But I could still sashay like nobody's business. I existed in this world, no question about that. Did it just skip fucking dialogue? But nobody noticed my presence. Maybe not. Nobody noticed as I sashayed away. What good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I don't know who that fucker is, but I wanted to disappear. But I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. Just 'cause? So that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them. But what would you get out of that deal? A new life. I asked them for two conditions. Number one was that they help me with my revenge plot. And the second was a rebirth for me. Like a phoenix. Rebirth. Like Phoenix Wright, eh? I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name, an identity, an everyday life. A Nichijou. I wanted to watch Nichijou again. See what my good friend Hakase would get up to. And Nano-chan. And of course, Mio, and Yuko, and Mai. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die surrounded by a loving family. The greatest death ever. That's the kind of life I asked them for. A completely man-made life. That's right. I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And their response, in the end, was betrayal. You know about the betrayal. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Temsik was all about. You had no idea they were doing all of this. Not at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Temsik meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. Hey, remember me? I've only said like 2 lines this episode. By Inspector Cabanela and the old pigeon guy, eh? And it was in a flashback. Can you fucking believe it? I first, the government didn't believe the report. But then they decided to put the park under surveillance just in case. Surveillance, huh? Looks just like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. And they didn't fucking help when Camila was being kidnapped? About 60 feet away. I had to go through that whole fucking rigmarole. You? Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a thank God. I was gonna That's a good anti-twist. No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. Did you forget about me? That park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale. So that's why they couldn't steal the Temsic meteorite. And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, a ministry of housing, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temsic meteorite. So that's it, eh? So the upshot of your grand deal was this, eh? Yeah, it's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about, Yorick. What's that? You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Jowd back to life, of course. What? What good will that do now? But we promised. We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla we'd save them. And we can't do that without you, Detective Jowd. I've been guided by fate tonight towards this place. Or maybe to the engine room. I don't know what the fuck was going on in there. But I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go then. Back to 4 minutes before your death. Samurai Jack! I made the quota just in time. Just in time for the end of the screen. To the end of the screen, I made my Samurai Jack quota. And one of these minutes they're gonna let me save. Whoa, so, where are we headed? We are not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There was only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We will run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here too. By the way, I am not human, Detective. I am more machine than man. I am a remote-controlled robot, Detective. What? Your country's use of technology is just plain off. We get that a lot, Detective. Why would you go to all the trouble to do this? That's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There is no need for you to know, Detective. Oh. By the way, I have a gun. Now it is time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, Detective. Ugh. Camila, forgive me. Okay. Seems easy enough to stop. It isn't over yet. It isn't. Remember what the big masked man said. Any possibility, no matter how small, that means there's a possibility. It might be small, but it's there. Possibility. In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. Well, for example, since Yorick came with us, Yorick can just get in the invincible body. The possibility of turning this situation around. Maybe if I just got in the body, I could puppet it. And it wouldn't matter how many times I got shot by the gun. But I'm just gonna sit here quietly, because obviously he's not gonna agree to do that right now. I'm gonna save. It's 2 hours. The next stream will maybe go a hair long. But speaking of long hair, I need a haircut. I've only got basically 1.5 chapters to go. Most chapters are like an hour and a half-ish. So I'm just going to save here, and I'm not going to continue playing. We get some cool illustrations. Oh boy. Wow. It's very cool. You can watch this guy take off, but I'm not going to do that right now. I got a challenge for swapping 44 things. Alrighty. Yeah, that's going to be the end of my stream. Thanks for watching. Hopefully it won't be too long before the finale. But the finale is the finale. For sure, 100%, because there's not a 10th Ace Attorney game that I can make a fake title from. I guess I could use Layton. I guess I could use Professor Layton. But I'm gonna try not to do that. That's the only Ace Attorney game I've never played. Alright. Thank you for watching. Bye.